The CEO was shocked to discover that the wife he had been searching for all these years was actually working as a waitress in a bar. Overwhelmed with emotion, he instinctively called out her name. When the woman saw the CEO at that moment, her eyes instantly filled with tears. She never imagined that the husband she had missed day and night was still alive. Just as she reached out to touch his face, he suddenly grabbed her hand. Faced with his harsh questioning, the woman looked utterly confused. She couldn't understand why her husband hadn't looked for her all these years. Years ago, they were a couple envied by everyone, living abroad and waiting for their child to be born. But one day, the woman suddenly received news that her family had gone bankrupt. She immediately tried calling her husband, but no one answered. Left with no choice, she returned to their home country. However, before she could even get home, she received news that her husband's plane had crashed. But that wasn't the only bad news. Her father, unable to bear the company's downfall, also passed away. Losing the two dearest people in her life in an instant completely shattered her. Then a wave of abdominal pain hit her, and she collapsed to the ground. In a flash, 5 years had passed. Her son, born prematurely due to that incident, was left with a chronic condition that could only be cured through surgery, but the high cost of the operation left her in despair. She could only take on several jobs a day to quickly save up for her son's surgery. That day, while working at the bar selling drinks, she unexpectedly ran into the husband she thought had died years ago. Overflowing with longing, all she wanted was to confirm this wasn't a dream, but instead, she was met with her husband's bitter resentment. His friend, seeing how angry the man was over a woman, became intrigued. Right in front of the CEO, he told the woman to kneel and apologize. The woman looked at her husband, who remained indifferent, and her heart shattered. But thinking of her son's medical expenses, she could only swallow her pain and endure the humiliation. Just then, his phone rang. Hearing the tenderness in his voice as he spoke to the caller, the woman assumed his change in attitude was due to a new love. In utter despair, she grabbed a bottle of liquor from the table and downed the whole thing, then left the room without looking back. But the CEO was not ready to let her go. He immediately ordered his assistant to investigate her address. As he was on his way there, he suddenly saw the woman and her child dragging a suitcase on the side of the road. His assistant then reported that the woman had been evicted for being unable to pay her rent. The man couldn't bear it anymore, so he bought the house she was renting and became her new landlord. He informed her that she and her son could continue living there. Mother and child rushed back to the house. Just as they were feeling relieved that they wouldn't have to sleep on the street, a knock came at the door. The woman opened it, confused, only to see the man standing right in front of her.